Hello, I'm AbXToyCat, and welcome back to the video. Today I'll be talking about the Wither in Minecraft. The Wither boss is something everyone has to fight at some point, at least if you want the beacon or the trophy or achievement on the console side of things. But yeah, everyone has to fight the Wither boss at some point, but if you spawn it out on the open ground, it's an incredibly terrifying boss. It's very intimidating because it fires these massive explosions, it withers you, and it gets out of the range of your attacks. However, there is an easier way to kill the Wither, and I figured rather than just making a simple guide on how to kill the Wither easily, I would instead show you how to kill the Wither using as little stuff as possible to maybe make you feel better about going in with all of your good stuff, and to maybe, you know, make you a bit more encouraged to kill the Wither and do it multiple times maybe, so you can make those beacons and get all those things you want. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy today's video, hopefully it does help you out. If it does, please do like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me do like this kind of late game content, because again, most people aren't at the stage that they're killing the Wither, but if you are at that stage, then hopefully this video does help. So in today's video, we are going to be doing this using just 2 pieces of armor, the iron chestplate, the iron leggings. You can do it with less, but it's a little bit iffy. The iron, having both of these is the only way I found that you have a decent success rate, you know, above like 50, 60, 70. If you want to have a really good success rate, have at least 2 bits of armor. I can't recommend going in with no armor. Having a full set is obviously better. Having a full set of diamond is really good, but even just a full set of iron armor, or if you want to go really fancy, full set of iron armor with basic enchantments on, can really help you out. So the second thing we're going to have is an iron sword. Again, you can do this with a stone sword or a stone enchanted sword or something like that, but the better your sword, the less hits you need, which means the less can go wrong, and in general, you can go in with less, but the iron sword, it has the most comfortable success rate, and that's what we're going for today's video. The strength potion of 2 is the same thing. It's a really easy potion to brew. All you need is a blaze rod, and then I think it's a glowstone dust. All you need is those 2 things, and you can make a really powerful potion. Mine's splash potion, but it can be the normal potion too, and as long as it's strength 2, as long as you actually get the second level effect, you get 260% attack damage bonus just for having this on, which is pretty darn good. So just having these 4 things combined, 2 bits of armor, an iron sword, and a strength flash strength is all you need. Again, usually if I'm going in with my usual stuff, I will bring obsidian, because obsidian is a really good thing to houseman, but today I'm going to be showing you how to do it using no building blocks whatsoever, because the thing is, Minecraft generates a lot of caves, and a lot of these caves are good enough to use as Wither kind of spawns. So this is the one we'll be using today. As you can see, it's just kind of a big hold down followed by a flat bit. It means some light can get in, as well as, the Wither usually won't want to go out because he won't be able to attack you because it's so steep, but as long as you have a decent enough cave, there's a bunch of them all over the place. Again, let me just show you a few around here, because a lot of people don't know about caves or don't use them so often, but they are just all over the place. So here's another one, almost exactly the same format, a little bit steeper and harder to get into, and harder to get out of with the same logic, but still, you get the basic point, and we should be able to find somewhere, just another one just around here. Basically, caves are all over the place. A lot of caves will be good enough in some way, as long as they're not too close to the surface, because then the Wither will break out. You should be pretty good. Okay, here's another, okay, that's not a very good cave, but, there's caves all over the place. I hope you get the point that I'm trying to raise right here. Another cave over there, perfect for it. So, as long as you have any form of cave like that, you have a sword, you have the potion, and you have some armor. Again, you could do this with leather armor, you could do this with whatever you want, but iron armor has the most consistent results, and I figured that'd be the fair thing to show you in today's video. So, then what you want to do is you want to place the Wither inside the cave, but in a tactically placed location. The location really is everything. It's, it's not just true for, houses and stuff, it's true for this as well, because if you want to have your Wither, you want to make sure it's in the part of the cave with the lowest ceiling, because he's going to blow up some amount of that ceiling, and you want to make sure that it's at most like 5 or 6 blocks after he blows it up. Otherwise, you can't hit him, and the whole point of him being underground is kind of wasted. So over here, I think is the best place, because as you can see, a few blocks go down, so we'll just make it right under the center, like this, and that should mean, so if it's just over here, yeah, he's going to blow up the ceiling a little bit, but we'll be able to hit him just fine. Even if he goes over to the edge of the cave over there, it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but yeah, that's that. So now we're going to place the stuff down the Wither and give ourselves a potion. So let's get out of his range, give ourselves the potion, and now you want to get as far away as humanly possible, because if you don't, he's going to hurt you with his explosion. Even from here, if we don't have a block in between him and us, okay, he's coming closer. This isn't good news. Okay, so yeah, even if you have a block between you and him, he's still going to do a lot of damage, and as you can see, he's doing some crazy stuff right here. The trick is to always stay on the move. If you're not always on the move, he's going to hit you. He's going to hit me anyway. In fact, I'm going to die if I can't hit him a few more times. But yeah, that's why our spawn is right next to it. And the reason that's going to help us is we can go straight back in. We can grab our sword. And just like this, it's all going to be over right now. So, boom, that's the Wither finished up and done. And as you can see, I did that using just 2 bits of armor. I took way more hits than I needed to. That was actually kind of an out of form. But you get the point. Even with just a simple cave on my first attempt, I just killed the Wither using only 2 bits of armor. So, yeah, that is my guide on how to kill with it using as little stuff as possible. If you want some more kind of like post tips now that you see what we've done wrong, and we can kind of evaluate and you can use these yourself. First of all, it seems as though the part of the cave I got him in was actually pretty good. This corner was a little bit higher than I would have liked. There's more wiggle room. Again, if you can find a thinner cave, it is better because he's going to blow it up anyway. But after he blows up a reasonably wide cave, it got a bit tricky. It was hard for me to hit him. Second of all, when you run towards him, so this was a really big mistake that was partly because he moved at the last second. But first of all, you want to make sure there's a block between you and him, so like this. And then second of all, you want to kind of run diagonally because he's firing stuff at you all the time. I think it's every second he fires another 2 Wither Skulls. You need to stay out of the way of those 2 things. And the easiest way is to kind of diagonally run towards him because there's no way of avoiding the fact that you're going to be at least 10 blocks away from him. So you want to kind of curve your way around like this, or sprint curve. You do some form of method where you're not going to be hit, and that seems obvious. But basically, not being hit by those things is tricky. It involves a lot of turning. You have to be always moving. But because the Wither is generally always moving or retreating or something like that, it's usually not too hard to do. And just like that, you saw how I did it. So yeah, the one tip I've got to give that I can just reference my bed was there, but I didn't show you it fully, is that actually you want to make sure your spawn is going to be set right next to this place, and then you might want to also have a chest of your an extra pair of stuff nearby if you can afford that, because even though I did this just picking up my sword and finishing that way, as you can see, that was kind of dangerous. I went with no armor to finish him, no potion, no nothing like that. If I died earlier in the fight, it could have been more dangerous. And yeah, pro tip, make sure your spawn is nearby, so if you die, you can just do that. And anyway, yeah, that is how you kill the Wither, using as little stuff as possible. I did it using just leggings, a chest plate, an iron sword, and a potion. Let me know what you can do it with the smaller stuff, because again, I think it's a fun challenge to try out. And yeah, besides that, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. Hopefully someone out there is encouraged to go kill the Wither, and now they can make a beacon with their new Never Star, by the way. If you are, I'd love to hear about that too. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.